An NBA player allowed Larsa to handle his finances completely. I essentially ran his life as if banks didn't exist for him. I had control over all our properties, businesses, everything. Another player almost faced bankruptcy in his efforts to win her over, while one not only faced financial loss, but also lost his marriage in the process. Malik Beasley is working on rekindling his relationship with his wife, the 24-year-old NBA athlete. You might remember his past involvement with Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen has quite a history with basketball stars, and despite the consequences, they continue to be drawn to her, risking huge sums. It all traces back to Scottie Pippen. Larsa's monetary success is rooted in her connection to the man who bestowed upon her the Pippen name, solidifying her status in basketball's elite circle. Scottie Pippen, the iconic Chicago Bulls star who claimed 6 NBA titles alongside the legendary Michael Jordan, was united with Larsa Union from July 20th, 1997, until their divorce, which was finalized in December 2021. Their union wasn't merely a typical marriage. It was a significant collaboration that lasted almost 25 years and resulted in 4 children, laying the groundwork for one of the most intricate divorce cases in contemporary sports. When Larsa became part of Scottie's life, she was a young graduate in political science, fresh from signing with ICM in LA, contemplating a future in acting or the legal field. However, Scottie envisioned a different future for his future spouse. He didn't want me to engage in any activities outside of that. He was somewhat insistent, saying, "I can't handle it. You need to attend my games. You must be there for my practices." I yearned to stand out, fueled by the affection I had for him. My love for him was genuine, you see? Thus, I was committed to backing him and fulfilling every necessary role. For almost 20 years, Larsa flawlessly embodied the devoted NBA spouse. She oversaw every facet of Scottie's existence, from their financial matters to their property investments. I handled Scottie's affairs as if he were still fully engaged. No stress at all, appreciated. Truly, I was responsible for all of our properties, our enterprises, you name it. Their lifestyle as a couple was incredibly luxurious. They possessed several assets, including a grand mansion in Fort Lauderdale, and reveled in the rewards of Scottie's estimated $250 million net worth, amassed through his NBA career, endorsements, and savvy investments. One of the most revealing aspects of their relationship was Scottie's perspective on gifts and affection. In 2016, when whispers of infidelity cast a shadow over their marriage, he sought to mend things with what reports called an impressive 14-carat diamond ring, rumored to be worth $4 million. This was more than mere jewelry. It was a declaration, a frantic effort to save a marriage that was fraying under shifting expectations and separate journeys. The financial fallout from their divorce was immense. As December 2021 came to a close, Larsa was awarded half of Scottie's Chicago Bulls' 401k retirement savings accrued during their marriage, which court records indicate may total around $470,000. Yet, the complete details of the settlement are mostly undisclosed, resulting in varied stories about what Larsa truly received. Notably, even with the court documentation illustrating substantial asset allocations, Larsa has consistently asserted that she walked away with nothing from the divorce, portraying her situation as starting from scratch. What is clear is that Scottie Pippen laid the groundwork for Larsa's current lifestyle and her rise to fame. The Pippen name was a key that unlocked various opportunities and solidified her place in a realm where elite sports intersect with high society. Had it not been for Scottie's early investment in both their relationship and lifestyle, there would have been no foundation for the romantic escapades that ensued. While Scottie Pippen crafted the empire, Marcus Jordan sought to elevate it with extravagant gifts, public affection, and a love tale that rapidly evolved into a financial phenomenon. Marcus Jordan. I feel the podcast title Separation Anxiety reflects our intent as we delve into a variety of topics. Life, love, intimacy, and our unique connection feel intertwined for me. It seems to serve a dual purpose. First, it allows us to address numerous misunderstandings concerning our relationship and history. If Scottie Pippen was the cornerstone of Larsa's fortune, then Marcus Jordan, son of the iconic Michael Jordan, symbolized perhaps her flashiest and most publicized romantic venture. Their romance, which lasted from 2022 to 2024, was characterized by lavish expressions of wealth, opulent presence, and dreams of extravagant million-dollar nuptials. The love story commenced with Marcus, who is 16 years Larsa's junior, encountering her at a gathering in Los Angeles 4 years before they officially became a couple. It wasn't until 2022 that their friendship transformed into something deeper. Marcus, utilizing his connections to high-end merchandise via his posh sneaker store, the Trophy Room in Orlando, which focuses on exclusive Air Jordans, embarked on what can only be deemed a lavish romantic gesture. The presents began to arrive without delay. By April 2023, Marcus presented Larsa with a pair of Air Jordan 4S alongside Travis Scott lows, sharing an Instagram post saying, "Got to keep my baby laced up." These weren't just regular sneakers. They were exclusive editions that could fetch 5 to 6 figures on the resale market because of their rarity and cultural impact. Yet, Marcus's kindness went well beyond shoes. Amid speculation of engagement, He gifted Larsa a diamond promise ring, signifying dedication without a traditional proposal. The couple was candid about their aspirations, with Marcus envisioning a lavish wedding that would require a budget of at least $1 million. One of the grandest gestures of Marcus' love was showcased at Larsa's 49th birthday bash in July 2023. He pulled out all the stops to ensure she felt cherished. This extravagant celebration featured a private jet trip to New York for a meal at the high-end Carbone Eatery, topped off with a sumptuous party at Miami's 11 Even nightclub. Experts in the industry estimated that the entire weekend's festivities soared into six figures. Their relationship was thoroughly captured on their podcast Separation Anxiety, where they often delved into Marcus' views on the art of gift-giving. During their podcast, Marcus showcased how relationships can blossom with initial $1 million contributions, eventually growing to $5 million over time. This journey, however, was not devoid of challenges. In 2023, he encountered legal issues due to a $157,000 unpaid credit card debt with American Express, prompting doubts about his capability to maintain such extravagant expenditures. Regardless of these financial setbacks, he persisted in making bold claims about their shared future, which included plans for a lavish wedding costing seven figures, envisioned as a once-in-a-lifetime celebration. The romance experienced numerous splits and reconciliations throughout 2024. In February 2024, they parted ways momentarily due to rising tensions and a desire for personal development. They reunited on Valentine's Day, seen together buying flowers in Miami. However, by March 2024, they had separated once more, with Larsa noting on a podcast their diverging paths. The final split occurred in July 2024, as Larsa announced their relationship's conclusion, pointing to troubling signs and her need to focus on herself. She shared that her children urged her to leave the tumultuous relationship for her own welfare. The fallout illustrated the genuine toll of Marcus' emotional commitment. Though the precise amounts are undisclosed, cautious estimates indicate that Marcus devoted over $1 million to Larsa throughout their two-year romance, covering gifts, trips, memorable experiences, and lifestyle upkeep. This tally excludes the promise ring, the limited edition sneakers, and a plethora of lavish outings they enjoyed. Their split was marked by Marcus's questionable remarks about sending Larsa back to the streets, prompting her representative to counter that he needs assistance, which won't come from one of her residences. The abrupt conclusion to this highly publicized affair underscored the intricate interplay of extreme wealth and celebrity partnerships. Following the extravagant diamonds, tension, and high-end footwear with Marcus Jordan, Larsa made a significant pivot toward a more understated, genuine, and unexpectedly fulfilling relationship with former professional athlete Jeff Kobe. Following her tumultuous romance with Marcus Jordan, Larsa Pippen has experienced what she calls emotional balance and a true partnership with Jeff Kobe, a former professional basketball player who embodies a different approach to romance. Born around 1994, Jeff is a 31-year-old ex-basketball player from South Florida who played at Columbia University. In contrast to her past high-profile relationships marked by lavish displays of affluence, Larsa views her connection with Jeff as refreshingly ordinary and straightforward. They bond over shared values like family and fitness. This doesn't imply that Jeff hasn't contributed meaningfully to their relationship. Rather, his investments take on a quieter, more enduring character. The pair started dating in early 2025, after being introduced by mutual friends at David Alexander's DBC Fitness Gym's 10-year anniversary celebration at ZZ's Club in Miami that January. It's now January, so it's been a few months since we first connected. We crossed paths at a celebration we've both attended, linked by our shared gym membership. Interestingly, we had never spotted each other while working out. It was a celebration for the gym's 10th anniversary. That night, we met and instantly clicked. Since the start, their bond has revolved around what Larsa refers to as the basics: exercising together, preparing meals, and enjoying family moments, all without the necessity of frequent public scrutiny or lavish excursions. Honestly, it's a much improved situation now, a far more positive environment for everyone involved. I see you brought your boyfriend today, which really excites me. It's wonderful to witness you in such a happy place. Life is truly wonderful. I find immense joy in being part of an emotionally secure and enjoyable relationship. Absolutely. It seems we share many similar interests. The financial commitment Jeff has put into this relationship might be deeper than it first seems. In July, they marked Larsa's 51st birthday with a cozy dinner at ORO Miami, where they enjoyed a croquant de fraises cake, followed by an evening of clubbing at 11 Miami with VIP bottle service. While this may appear understated next to Marcus Jordan's extravagant displays, the ongoing commitment to shared experiences and lifestyle upkeep accumulates notably over time. A key indicator of Jeff's dedication to Larsa is his involvement in her family dynamics. Larsa's children share a wonderful bond with Jeff, engaging in board games, hanging out, chatting about basketball, and analyzing Scottie Jr. following S-Games matches. This heartfelt commitment, though challenging to evaluate in terms of finances, signifies a deep dedication that transcends simple spending. The couple has candidly shared insights into their aspirations. Jeff playfully teased the media about marrying Larsa in November 2025, describing it as a wonderful union. By June 2025, Larsa revealed they were contemplating marriage, stating that when you feel it, you feel it, and their conversations about engagement have shed light on Jeff's financial foresight for their life ahead. Larsa has been subtly steering Jeff toward ring preferences, favoring either a brilliant cut or an oval design. High-quality engagement rings that align with Larsa's lifestyle aspirations can easily exceed 6 figures, indicating a substantial financial decision for a former G League athlete. Yet, just as it appeared Larsa achieved contentment with Jeff Kobe, it's essential to reflect on the journey leading to this point, especially the turmoil, disputes, and expensive insights gained from her short-lived, intense relationship with Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley. Can we take a moment to discuss Malik Beasley? I said no. I really should have paid attention to that one. That particular instance. It's a matter of, come on, let's do a high five. I definitely should have heeded your words. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Larsa Pippen's involvement with NBA player Malik Beasley marks a significant point of turbulence in her romantic timeline, often viewed as an expensive emotional and financial misstep since her divorce. This affair, spanning from November 2020 to April 2021, erupted into a sensational tabloid storm, primarily due to its unfortunate timing and the repercussions it had on Beasley's marriage to model Montana Yao. Beasley, born on November 26, 1996, is a prominent NBA shooting guard, having played for teams such as the Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Utah Jazz, Los Angeles Lakers, and Milwaukee Bucks. At the onset of his liaison with Larsa, Beasley was a 24-year-old married man, fathering a young son with Yao. Their relationship ignited amid a chaotic blend of ill-timed decisions and flawed discretion. On November 26, 2020, the duo commemorated Beasley's 24th birthday on a lavish yacht off Miami's coast, where they were seen snuggling and displaying affection. Their romance captured public attention on December 1, 2020, when they were photographed hand-in-hand while shopping at Miami Mall. This seemingly simple outing set off a series of repercussions that would affect both individuals more significantly than any extravagant buy. The financial fallout of their relationship reached well beyond their personal spending habits. Just a week after the images emerged, Montana Yao filed for divorce from Beasley, asserting that she felt blindsided by the photos and utterly humiliated. The divorce was bound to take a hefty toll on Beasley, impacting his assets, child support obligations, and legal expenses. Meanwhile, for Larsa, the repercussions were felt beyond her public image. They affected her familial ties. The controversy created friction between her and her children, especially her son, Scottie Jr., who expressed his displeasure on social media, tweeting, "Concentrating on my own path and ambitions. I'm not responsible for anyone else's choices. Everything's fine on my end." The conclusion of their relationship in April 2021 unfolded with as much intensity as its inception. Beasley took to Instagram to express his regret to Yao, labeling their Pippen affair as immature, suggesting the mall snapshots were orchestrated. He stated, "I want to apologize for placing you in an undeserved predicament. I was seeking something greater when it was right there all along." Larsa's reply exposed the real toll of what she now views as her most significant romantic blunder. He shot back, labeling Beasley as a lowly opportunist who dogged her without mercy. The scrutiny of their split and the subsequent claims only tarnished their images further. Larsa has now conceded that getting involved with Beasley was an error, attributing it to COVID-induced fog and contemplating the fallout. In conversations, she's recognized the lapse in judgment, admitting that the isolation during the pandemic skewed her choices. Reflecting on her time with Malik, she admits it was an error. "What do you think kept you from noticing it when I did? I was dealing with COVID brain since I just had the virus. Isolated in my home, with no outings, he was all over me, saying things like, 'Let me come over, I want to see you,' so I said, 'Sure, come on.'" If Malik Beasley was the biggest blunder, then Tristan Thompson surely stands out as the most intriguing possibility. A short, laid-back affair that ended up robbing Larsa of deeper ties far beyond any extravagant present could provide. Tristan Thompson is known for his time with teams such as the Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics, Sacramento Kings, Indiana Pacers, Chicago Bulls, and Los Angeles Lakers. He was brought into the Kardashian circle by Larsa, a connection that turned out to be incredibly profitable. "I was involved with Tristan prior to Khloe's arrival, before she or anyone in her circle had any idea he was on the scene. I was together with him, bringing him to LA for a party hosted by Kim, where I introduced him to everyone. Then, about a week or 10 days later, he began dating Khloe." The financial aspects of Larsa's relationship with Thompson were distinctive, embodying the idea of potential rather than actual financial transactions. Their bond was fleeting and informal, with Larsa stating it wasn't serious and highlighting that she doesn't pursue relationships. However, the trade-off of this engagement, what Larsa sacrificed by connecting Thompson with the Kardashians, was considerable. "Personally, I'm not the kind of person I enjoy. I don't pursue what isn't meant for me. I won't run after a man. I refuse to restrain a man. That's just not who I am. I believe in allowing you to shine. If you wish to emulate others, feel free. I'm perfectly content solo. There haven't been any documented occasions of Thompson presenting lavish gifts to Larsa during their short-lived romance in 2016. The significance of their relationship resided in its promise and networks. A thorough investigation of entertainment news, interviews, and social media chatter reveals no references to presents, cash, or luxury expenditures from him to her. Thompson is recognized for his lavish displays and various entanglements, like gifting Chloe extravagant bouquets and diamond jewelry. In contrast, no such displays have been associated with Larsa. Their relationship's timing was particularly crucial financially. During this period, Larsa was facing marital strife with Scottie Pippen, who filed for divorce in October 2016 after their separation that same year. This suggests that Larsa might have been in a fragile state, seeking emotional and possibly financial solace amidst her life's upheaval. Furthermore, the fallout of this relationship impacted Larsa's connections with the Kardashian clan in financial terms. When Larsa publicly disclosed her earlier involvement with Thompson in 2020, it led to a rift with the family, likely jeopardizing her business prospects, networking events, and overall perks of being linked with one of America's most prominent entertainment clans. The fallout with Tristan Thompson cost Larsa more than just a connection with the Kardashians. She adopted a more reserved strategy afterward, steering clear of the spotlight and drama, opting for subtle maneuvers behind the scenes, which brought Moreland into her life. Moreland not only kept her finances in check, but also maintained her trust. Among the array of Larsa Pippen's notable liaisons with NBA stars, her relationship with Moreland is distinguished by its low-key nature and the modesty of their financial dealings. Moreland, born on December 24, 1991, is a retired NBA athlete who operated primarily as a forward/center for franchises such as the Sacramento Kings, Detroit Pistons, Phoenix Suns, and Toronto Raptors. Unlike the flamboyant drama and lavish displays typical of Larsa's past liaisons, this particular connection showcased a subtler form of investment within the intricate market of celebrity relationships. Their involvement spanned approximately 6 months to a year, roughly from late 2018 to early 2020, with most of their public appearances happening in 2019. In contrast to Larsa's other romantic announcements, often marked by sensational twists or paparazzi coverage, her bond with reportedly initiated via social media, where Larsa flirted by commenting on Moreland's Instagram snapshots. The financial undertones of their relationship were strikingly distinct from Larsa's previous NBA partnerships. At the age of 27, Moreland was carving out his niche in the league, while juggling the usual financial strains of being a role player eager to prolong his career. His projected earnings from the NBA during their time together were likely modest, estimated around $1 to $2 million each year, meaning any lavish expenses for Larsa would consume a noticeable fraction of his earnings. The most well-documented public sighting of their relationship took place on June 26, 2019, when they were captured leaving a West Hollywood nightclub, with Larsa donning a snug outfit and closely by her side as they made their way to a vehicle. This outing, shortly following Moreland's championship victory, sparked online chatter about Larsa's interest in champions, though the actual situation was much more low-key than these comments implied. Additionally, they marked Larsa's 45th birthday together in Los Angeles on July 6, 2019, with images from the celebration capturing their time at the party. Though the exact expenses for this celebration remain undisclosed, upholding Larsa's lavish standard for the occasion would generally require a budget in the tens of thousands, covering venue fees, catering, entertainment, and gifts. The Moreland relationship stands out financially due to its implications for opportunity cost and career timing. The online sphere was alive with commentary on their relationship, showcasing amusing perspectives on their age difference. Larsa was almost 17 years Moreland's senior, alongside her trend of dating NBA stars. For him, his connection with Larsa offered exposure and social advantages that transcended the realm of basketball. The romance unfolded at a pivotal moment in Moreland's career. Following his championship success with the Raptors, he found himself in a position to land improved contracts or endorsements. Being linked romantically with Larsa, a figure deeply embedded in the entertainment and social spheres, might have opened doors for networking and boosted his visibility, potentially leading to financial rewards. There are no publicly available accounts of lavish gifts Moreland presented to Larsa Pippen throughout their time together. This lack of evidence for extravagant spending implies that Moreland might have been more frugal than Larsa's previous partners, or that their relationship functioned on a different set of norms and expectations. The absence of showcased lavish gifts doesn't imply a lack of financial commitment. To keep up with someone like Larsa, who has certain lifestyle expectations, requires ongoing expenses for dining, entertainment, travel, and memorable experiences. Even if there weren't any sensational purchases, dating Larsa for just 6 months to a year could accumulate costs of $50,000 or even $100,000, which is quite the financial outlay for a player of Moreland's standing. The end of the relationship was as low-key as its duration. By early 2020, the romance had quietly dwindled away, without any public declaration of a breakup or drama. This subdued conclusion hints at a shared recognition that their paths had diverged. Moreland's career abroad shaped his trajectory, particularly as his NBA prospects dwindled. For Larsa, her connection with Moreland came at a pivotal moment in her post-divorce journey, as she sought to carve out her own distinct identity and financial security. During this period, she was navigating her divorce from Scottie while also embarking on early forays into reality TV and business ventures. In hindsight, the Moreland relationship may be a minor detail in Larsa's romantic narrative, yet underscores a significant truth in the realm of celebrity relationships. Not every NBA player who dates Larsa Pippen feels the need to shell out millions to keep her interested. At times, it's the right timing, chemistry, and mutual respect that forge meaningful connections, even if the monetary involvement is just in the thousands instead of millions. The discreet nature of their bond and its amicable ending also indicates that Moreland was well aware of the dynamics at play and managed his commitment wisely. He might not have lavished Larsa with the priciest items in her collection, yet he adeptly navigated her sphere without compromising his financial stability or public persona, an insight that some of Larsa's other basketball admirers would have benefited from understanding. If you like this video, click on one of the boxes on your screen to view similar content.